Hey Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to do a super fun springtime kind of look, and I used the Doja Cat and BH Cosmetics palette. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. For a nice spring look, it would be fun to bust out the Doja Cat palette, and I just picked up this LA Girl Dream Glitter eye topper right before Valentine's Day, but it didn't really fit with the theme, so I was like, you know what, let's add that into the mix here. So I have my lid primer with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I have my Crown Noir Cosmetics Queen of the Cut Crease, Half Cut Crease stencil on. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my Blend Bunny Cosmetics B2 brush and go into the shade Wild. So this palette is really gorgeous. It has like your cool tones here, and then like your pinks and purples, and then your lighter pastels. I felt like it was a nice little spring bit to use, so thought that would just be fun. So I'm going to go into Strength. This one right here with the B2 brush. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to stamp it on this outer bit of my eye right here. Kind of wing it out a little bit. And then work it into my crease. I'm doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. Towards the outer corner of my eye, I'm not very concerned with being neat because I'm going to clean it up with some micellar water on a Q-tip. So I'm just taking it out a little bit. It's probably a little farther than I wanted, but it'll be alright. We'll rock it. I've just literally not had any motivation to do anything with my hair, but it's starting to fade and I need to touch it up, and I'm just like, it takes me so much time to do. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take my Blend Bunny B1 brush to blend this out. So I'm just going to go ahead and do little baby blends, windshield wiper motions, just to kind of soften it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go into Wild, which is the shade next to Strength. It is a nice little kind of teal color. I felt like this would be fun to be a little extra with, and I kind of want to do a more wearable one soon, but that might be, well, it might be a Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day I get a chance to upload. I'm so sorry that I'm kind of like some weeks it's on Wednesdays and then some that it's on Thursdays. It's just that my schedule has been so hectic and changing frequently, so I'm just trying to go with it. But I will literally force myself to stay up and do an all-nighter on the weekend to make sure that I have my Sunday videos up, because I don't believe I've ever really missed a Sunday since I set that as my upload date for myself. So I'm very particular about it. So I'm just kind of like patting this down right where we blended out Strength, and I'm just lightly blending it, taking it a little bit farther out, patting it down, doing little baby blends, back and forth windshield wiper motions, a little pat-a-roos. With my Doe Color number 9 brush, I'm going to take the shade Moss, which is this beautiful, almost pastel-like blue right here. Kind of reminds me of the sky on a nice spring day. So I'm just going to take it to blend out Wild. Doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. Now I'm just going to take it and pat it. And with my B1 brush, I'm going to go back into Wild and touch it up real quick because I lost a good bit of it. Now I've used this palette a handful of times, not a whole lot. I meant to do a video using it, and then it was like, I think it came in around Christmas, so then there was that. And then I just kind of forgot about it, and then when I remembered I wanted to do something with it, I was doing Valentine's Day stuff, and I was like, okay, it's time to bust this out because it does have really gorgeous shades and I like it. So I feel like it blends well. The shimmers are nice, the mattes are nice, they're pretty pigmented, but I don't really have many complaints with BH Cosmetics palettes. And with the B1 brush, I'm going to go back into strength and bring it back into play. And a little bit more wild with the B1 brush. And I'm going to go back with the dough color number 9 brush and moss. I'm just going to pat it. And with my Blend Bunny B5 brush, I'm going to go into Feline, which is a white shade, and just diffuse these shades right here towards the brow bone. I'm going to take a little bit more of moss and just pat it down. And I'm going to buff it out with this B5 brush with what's left of Feline, just to soften it up. And I'm going to take a touch more of Wild and just blend that towards the inner corner of my eye. Sorry, I keep looking. I know that I'm about to run out of time on my session before it cuts off. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Doja Cat palette with the shade Strength. Sorry, I've been glued to the news since yesterday. Just going to take this and pat it along the edges of that base. I'm taking it in fairly far. And then with the B3 brush, I'm going to use Wild and pat it down. So I'm going to take that dough color number 9 brush and the shade Moss, and I'm just going to pat it on. I feel like my other eye, sometimes my other eye turns out a little bit better than this one, but like definitely for this look, that was my test run eye. I wasn't sure where I was going with it. And I'm going to take my little Sigma liner brush with this shade to get right up against that liner that I added on, because it's thinner and just tiny enough that it works. It works perfectly. And I am going to take a little bit more of Wild and just kind of pat it here. Now I'm doing back and forth little patteroos. I always get emails at the worst time, and it's always junk mail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of this NYX glitter primer to my lid. Boop. Pop it on there and just rub it on gently, concentrating the most. So I'm going to take the LA Girl Dream Glitter Iridescent Liquid Eyeshadow. This is the shade Cha-Ching. I don't know why I felt like I had to say it dramatically like that, but I felt like I had to. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and use this brush that desperately needs to be cleaned, but I've been using like liquid shadows and stuff on it. I'm just going to get a little bit, like I have this on my hand like this, and I'm just doing a little baby pat. And what I'm going to do is pop this on. I'm just going to pat it all over the lid. Alright, so for just a little extra added pizzazz, I'm going to take the B2 brush and strength. Actually, it's not really extra added pizzazz, it's just kind of like blend it. But I'm just going to pat this here. And now I'm going to clean up my little mess I have over here. Alright, I'm going to go add some gems. I have to dig through this glitter. The glitter that I have has a lot of stuff in it, like different shapes and stuff like that. The glitter is called LSD, but it's got like smiley faces, palm trees, hearts, stars, moons, little butterflies, stuff like that. And I had a hard time finding any butterflies. So I have a feeling it's going to take me a while to dig through and find at least one. So I'm going to do the gems and the glitter off camera. But to do my gems, I use this BH Cosmetics and the Get Stoned little applicator thing. This end I pick the gem up with and then I stick it down. But this I use to just like get my eyelash glue and like dot the glue. So I use this for the little tiny part for the glue and this part that is waxy for the gems. But I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I feel like it's fairly spring-like. I do plan on doing probably a couple more spring looks, and then I kind of really want to dip into some like super fun, colorful ones. So yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Like, I'm down for spring looks. I'm down for super colorful. I'm going to do like a super simple kind of soft spring look as well. I'm excited about that. I don't really do stuff like that often. It's out of my comfort zone, and I do enjoy getting out of my comfort zone every once in a while. But yeah, so if you want to keep on my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I'll have all my social medias in the description box down below. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I appreciate it so much. And yeah, I guess that's it for this one. I don't want to be too rambly, too awkward, all that good stuff. But I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!